Hey guys, welcome back to D3, where last we left off, we just finished that sort of side mission type thing. So let's get straight into this. So what have we got to do? We gotta find the Master Soul Crucible. Should be pretty easy. Just destroy these zombie type creatures with cluster bombs. Just such a powerful attack. I don't really know why I popped Vengeance there, but it's all good. So yeah, this I think this act is actually pretty small from memory. If you just run through it, like it might be an hour, maybe a bit less than an hour if you just run straight through it like I'm gonna do, which is pretty good because I sort of want to get this out of the way for when other games come out. And a game I'm actually really looking forward to coming out is actually Wolfenstein, and I'm thinking about doing Let's Play on that when it comes out. It just looks like a fun game, to be honest. I like the story behind it, so I'm looking forward to that game. So get this Diablo 3 out of the way. Looks like it's just up here. Vengeance is nearly off cooldown. It would have been nice if I didn't use it back there, so oh well, it's up pretty quick. So that's a good thing about Vengeance. I mean, it's a real powerful attack, but it's actually not that long a cooldown, to be honest. Like, if you like stack a lot of cooldown reduction, if you went for a build like that, a lot of cooldown reduction, you could get Vengeance up pretty quickly. And I mean, that's your main, like, Vengeance really increases your burst damage a lot. So that would be pretty viable. I mean, stacking a lot of cooldown reduction. If you didn't want to focus mainly on just cluster bombs. And I'm sure there's going to be patches or changes to the Demon Hunter class. So not necessarily nerf cluster arrow, but more so buff the other skills. Because as it stands right now, basically everybody plays the class I'm playing right now. As we just destroy that right there, but everyone plays this type of class with the cluster arrow spec. It may be changed up a little bit, but everyone's main damage for Demon Hunter is cluster arrow.
What was that? That would be Urzael. Urzael is the angel who commands Malthael's forces in this city. I think you made him angry.
Very well. We should go back to the Enclave and see if Tyrael has made any progress with the sliver.
So yeah, as I was saying, like, most people use this type of spec, maybe changed up slightly, but all they would really need to do is probably just change the element type of cluster arrow, just make it like physical damage. Because as it is right now, there's a lot of items that you get on the Demon Hunter, such as Mage Fist, such as Syndicate, which is, it's basically their key items. They're the items you aim for on the Demon Hunter, because they increase your fire damage, and fire damage, that's what you need to increase, because that's what cluster arrows is. So if they just like made cluster arrow physical, it would just open up different varieties. And I mean, there's also more of an end game with Demon Hunter with the Marauder set, and that's a good thing they included into Reaper Souls, is like these legendary set items for each class. I know the Marauder set for Demon Hunter, I don't know what the others are. I haven't really played enough of the other classes to know, but I know from what I've heard, most of them are like really powerful. But I think the monks it's not something people really aim for. It's not something that's amazing, and I think Demon Hunters, from what I've heard, sort of mixed. It's good for doing Torment 6, the highest difficulty, but it's not like really amazing. So basically the Marauder set, just off memory, it's the 4 set bonus, well, the 2 set bonus I think is like 500 dex, The 4 set, I think it allows you to have all your pets up. So I've got the wolf up now, but if I had the 4 set, I would have like, there's the boar, the ferret, the bat, and a couple others, and they all have active ability. So when you pop, if I were to pop my 4 now, all it does is increase my damage by 10%. But if I had the Marauder set, it would do all of their actives, which that is pretty powerful. And then the 6 set, I think the 6 set, the sentries, if you have the skill sentry, your sentry uses your hatred spenders. I'm not really too sure what it does exactly. I'll have to look into that, but I haven't even got one piece of the Marauder set, so I'm so far off that. But yeah, hopefully one day I'll get the Marauder set, at least the 4 set, because I'd like to try a new build. I'd like to try a pet build. That'd be pretty cool. And also, they actually did, okay, so their Demon Hunters 4 set, Marauder set was actually, it wasn't that good before because pet builds weren't that good, basically. So pet builds, the problem with pet builds was if the pets crit, they only did 75% of the actual damage. But they changed that in a recent patch. It was a while ago, I think now, but basically they made it so pets do 100% of the crit damage. So all you gotta do, you stack crit chance, and you're good to go. Get high damage, get high crit chance, and yeah, your pets just would do work, I guess. But yeah, they made that change, which was a good change. They needed to, otherwise the Marauders legendary set would have been pretty average at best, to be honest, because making pet builds was, I mean, it would still be viable. I'm sure they would still do a fair damage, but getting into high difficulty is probably not very viable in all likelihood. But yeah, that was I really like the fact that they included those top legendaries. I'd like them to make a few more legendaries more build defining. Like there's legendaries in the game that you can make your build around, including like the Syndicate, for instance, because that's a great one. It reduces fire. It reduces fire skill reduction, I think, something like that, and increases fire damage. So you build your spec around fire damage, basically. But I'd like them to add a few more. I'd like them to make it a bit more varied, and I'm sure they will, probably in the next expansion. But it would be cool if they added some more before then. But I'm not getting my hopes up about that. I mean, there's a fair few choices you can go already. So we're actually coming up to quite a difficult boss, actually. Right in this door, he gave me a bit of trouble in my first play. I'm sure I should be able to beat him pretty easily now, but he's actually quite difficult.
My master has begun his work on the stone. Nothing that you do matters.
So this is Urzael. Now he's pretty easy in his first stage. He doesn't really do anything, but when he gets to like his second stage, it gets pretty hectic in here. And I think on my first playthrough I died. Oh, that stun right there. Actually, that's I didn't realize that, but I thought, for some reason I thought that my, actually did it? I'm not too sure. Did my vengeance wear off during that stun period, or did it pause while that was going on? I'm not too sure. Not too sure. Well, but this is where it starts getting pretty hectic. Just like shit falls everywhere, and he actually does a lot of damage. So the Demon Hunter typically isn't the most survivable character. compared to like your melee characters, because they take 30% less damage. The Demon Hunter's more good for dodging and that sort of thing. So if you take a hit, you're gonna feel it with the Demon Hunter. But it looks, we're doing pretty well. Shouldn't be any dramas. I mean, this is only Torment 1. But man, listen to this music. This is what I'm talking. I've talked about the music a fair bit, but it's so good. And this fight especially, yeah, it's really epic actually. Oh shit! Oh man, I was so close to dying there. Holy shit! I don't even know what hit me. I didn't think the radius was that big. Wow, that was close. See, I mean, I think Mathiel's just misunderstood. He's just trying to bring peace to the world by destroying everybody, and I mean, you know, it's not too bad a outcome, is it? No more fights, no more wars.
Urzael has fallen. The Reapers will not be able to hold the city without him.
You have saved Westmarch, my friend.
But we still don't know why Malthael took the stone. He's getting stronger every moment, and our time is running out.
That strange
So I think we're about halfway through.
she insisted on
Maybe a bit over. I think the Urzael fight's about halfway.
Chelsea, I know how to find Malthael, but you will not like what I have to tell you.
What a surprise.
There is only one person who knows how to find Malthael. She waits for you in the Blood March, and you know her well. Adria.
At last.
Oh shit, we're gonna be fighting Adria. So Adria was a fairly prominent figure in the original game,
Someone has to make sure you don't
who basically was a traitor, so
Come if you like.
we'll get to kill her, I guess.
Is still going to die. Urzael and his Reapers are dead. The people of Westmarch have been avenged, and now they can begin to rebuild. But Adria still lives. Lorath and I will journey to the Blood March to find her. She can locate Malthael, and once we know where he is, she must die.
Well, that's ominous. So we'll probably be doing that in the next episode, so thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.